through May 14th, $1,147,150.96, with total general fund expenditures $46,270.88. General bank claims for the weeks of 5/17 through 5/21, $1,226,816.43, with total general fund expenditures $50,251.90. General bank claims for the weeks of 5/24 through 5/28, $546,713, with total general fund expenditures $231,615.65.
Mr. Chairman, I recommend that we pay the bills.
Support.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. We will pay the bills now and move on to public comment. So at this point, anything that's not on our agenda today, we're offering public comment. Limit it to 3 minutes. That's your maximum time. And please come up and state your name and address if you would like to make public comment.
Hi, good morning. My name is Kelly Bax. I live in Coleman, Michigan. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. This is a picture of a helicopter spraying a chemical called Garland 3A that is made at Cortiva now that used to be Dow Chemical. They want to spray this on the river bottom and the lake bottoms that the counties now own. I have the MSDS sheet for this. It says it's very dangerous for aquatic animals, and it's highly suggests that you do not spray it into soils and other lands. It says here, environmental precautions, prevent from entering into soil, ditches, sewers, waterways, and or groundwater. See section 12. Then you go on to section 12, and section 12 states, ecologically, toxicity, acute toxicity to fish, acute toxicity to aquatic invertebrates. It also suggests that it's very dangerous for human life to breathe it. I hope that you guys will look into that, put a stop to anything that's dangerous for the people in your community. Next, I'd like to know if this commission is aware of the bills, and I'm sure you are, the Senate and House bills that went in. And I would like to know if you guys have read them. But what it did was it named Four Lakes Task Force a delegated authority responsible, the only responsible people, and to get all of the money. I'm concerned. I think that as the counties, you guys should be acquiring that money, not Four Lakes Task Force, because we the people elected you guys. And as we all know, that currently going on in our government, when you don't concede to something and you stay vigilant, it pays off. They are now looking into the election fraud. And I think that that's a great thing. If people have done something wrong, they need to be held accountable. And they're going to find out. The truth's coming out. And when it does, when they say they're going to drain a swamp, it's going to probably come back all the way down to our little bitty area here that had this terrible disaster that happened because $100 million came this way. And myself and a lot of diligent people have been writing to some really powerful people over the time, and we're hoping that they're looking into this. So when things get corrected again in our country, I think someone's going to be following the money. And one thing that you should ask, Mr. Bone, you were at the last Four Lakes Task Force board meeting because you now sit on the board. It was not disclosed, their treasury report during the meeting. All they disclosed was how much money they've taken in so far in donations. That's something that we have asked for in a FOIA. I've been refused. They won't break it down. Those that have nothing to hide, hide nothing at all. How much money do they currently have? They just recently went around to all of our townships collecting our weed money to kill trees, and they want to spray it over our heads with a helicopter and put our people in danger and our water that we drink and the future soils that we all live under and around, and the trees that keep us alive by giving off carbon dioxide and
Thank
oxygen.
you, Kelly. 3 minutes is up.
Chairman, that's 3 minutes.
Thanks, Kelly.
Is there any other public comment? Seeing no other public comment, we will move on to committee report number 1.
Dated June 11th, properly addressed. Ladies and gentlemen, we, your Administration Operations Committee, recommend approval of the agreement with Badinsky and Company to act as disseminating agent for Midland County. Under this agreement, Bedinsky and Company will prepare the annual information statement and submit to the Municipal Securities Rulemaking Board as required by the 2013 refunding Homer Township water bonds. The term of this agreement is 5 years, commencing with the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2020. Respectfully submitted, James Geisler, Chairperson, Scott Noson, Eric Dorian, Administration Operations Committee.
Commissioner Geisler.
Mr. Chairman, the A&O Committee recommends the adoption of Agenda Item 43-5-21.
Is there any public comment on this item? Commissioner discussion? And call roll, please.
Commissioner Noson.
Yes.
Snyder.
Yes.
Glazer.
Yes.
Terwilliger.
Yes.
Geisler.
Yes.
Dorian.
Yes.
Chairman Bone.
Yes.
7 yes, 0 no, motion carries.
Committee report number 2, please.
Dated June 11th, properly addressed, ladies and gentlemen, we, your Administration Operations Committee, recommend approval of the Memorandum of Understanding between the United Way of Midland County and the County of Midland. Under the MOU, United Way is eligible for reimbursement of $94,216.94 to help recover from unexpected costs around COVID-19 mitigation. Respectfully submitted, James Geisler, Chairperson, Scott Noson, Eric Dorian, Administration Operations Committee.
Commissioner Geisler.
Mr. Chairman, the A&O Committee recommends adoption of Agenda Item 44-6-21.
Do we have any public comment on this item? Public comment, please come forward and state your name and address.
What I'd like to know is, I understand the COVID issue, but is it the responsibility for the County of Midland to reimburse a nonprofit charitable?
Just so you know, Kelly, this is
Yes.
public comment that's not open for discussion, so you can ask what you'd
Well,
like to
you're
know, but
live
we're not
right
going to
now, so
answer.
these are just, you're
Okay.
interrupting my time, I'm sorry.
Okay, you can
But
start over
I don't
again.
understand why it is up to the county where I pay my tax dollars to reimburse a nonprofit charitable United Way system. Why is it not up to the responsibility of the federal government or the state? Why is it down to the county level? This is United Way. So what, is it next that the Red Cross is gonna come to our county wanting more money? It's like, it seems to be a money grab right now, and what we don't have is we don't have a lot of money. I'm tired of paying a lot of taxes on my property that I own outright, and I have for years, because I've been frugal with my money, to have it being spent ridiculously to give to nonprofit charitable contributions, companies that don't benefit me. So I don't understand why it's our responsibility in this county to reimburse them for a COVID issue. Go to China, get the money from China. China caused this, not Americans, not the County of Midland. It's not our responsibility. And I don't understand why they keep coming to us, wanting us to pay for things that we did not create. Thank you.
Any commissioner discussion? And call roll, please. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeanette. Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
Commissioner Snyder.
So I did want to make some comments before the public comment. So it doesn't have anything to do with that. But I did just want to say, we do talk about some things in our committee meetings, and a lot of times the county is a pass-through organization. And so this is, yeah, if Bridget would just like to touch base on this. But one more thing about that. Well, I'll let Bridget touch base, and then I do have one more thing after that.
Sure.
If you could word it.
Go ahead, Administrative Controller.
Thank you. Just so everyone is clear, this is actually federal CARES Act money that is being passed through the county to the United Way. It is not any general operating tax dollars. We were very fortunate to be approved for almost $300,000 worth of CARES Act money through the MEDC, all CDBG grant money, and the eligible expenditures that we were able to be reimbursed for. Some of those things were not services that the county provided, but United Way did. The state of Michigan approved that. So as the federal government sent the money to the state and the state passed it on to us, we are now able to reimburse the United Way for almost $100,000 worth of expenses where they helped provide services to people in this community who were impacted by COVID-19.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Snyder?
And I should have mentioned this or asked you in committee, so my apologies, but we also created, I did not, Sanford Strong created their foundation through, as a nonprofit too, with some help from the Midland Area Foundation. So I didn't know, I know you have very rigid guidelines of what that could have been used for, and I'm sure you looked at Sanford Strong as well.
So the community foundations were not eligible to receive this money, but the community foundation holds a lot of different endowment funds, both project funds, scholarship funds, and grant-making funds, donor-advised funds. The Sanford Strong Fund is one of those.
Okay.
But that is not an option.
Thank you. So with those rigid guidelines, this is a way we could actually give it to the community through United Way. So, thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? And call roll, please.
Commissioner Snyder?
Yes.
Glazer?
Yes.
Twilliger?
Yes.
Geisler?
Yes.
Dorian?
Yes.
Noson?
Yes.
Chairman Bone?
Yes.
7 yes, 0 no, motion carries.
Committee report number 3, please.
Dated June 11th, properly addressed, ladies and gentlemen, we, your Administration Operations Committee, recommend approval of the resolution to accept the quitclaim deed for the Sanford Lake Bottomlands as submitted by Civil Council. Respectfully submitted, James Geisler, Chairperson, Scott Noson, Eric Dorian, Administration Operations Committee.
Commissioner Geisler.
Mr. Chairman, the A&O Committee recommends adoption of agenda item 47-6-21.
Can I get a support?
Support?
Support.
Thank you. Is there any public comment on this item? Seeing no public comment, any commissioner discussion? And call roll, please.
Commissioner Glazer?
Yes.
Twilliger?
Yes.
Geisler?
Yes.
Dorian?
Yes.
Noson?
Yes.
Snyder?
Yes.
Chairman Bone?
Yes.
7 yes, 0 no, motion carries.
Committee report number 4, please.
Dated June 11th, properly addressed, ladies and gentlemen, we, your Administration Operations Committee and the Finance Committee, have reviewed the grant award from the State of Michigan Department of State Police in the amount of $40,881.40. The purpose of this grant is to allow the prosecutor's office to hire a temporary full-time employee to assist with backlog cases that occurred as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The term of the grant agreement is June 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021. We recommend acceptance of the grant and that the Administrator Controller be authorized to make the necessary budget adjustments. Respectfully submitted, James Geisler, Chairperson, Scott Noson, Eric Dorian, Administration Operations Committee, Scott Noson, Chairperson, James Geisler, Jeanette Snyder, Finance Committee.
Commissioner Geisler.
Mr. Chairman, the A&O Committee recommends adoption of agenda item 45-6-21.
And Commissioner Noson.
Mr. Chairman, the Finance Committee also recommends adoption of agenda item 45-6-21.
Thank you. Is there any public comment on this item?
We need support.
No, we don't need support. We have. No public comment. Any commissioner discussion? Yes, Commissioner Snyder, sorry. I looked right at you too.
That's all right. No, you
these
turned your
glasses.
head and I raised my hand. So just so everybody's aware, I did ask for clarification from JD, like if these were COVID cases, and he said, no, they're jury trials and things that couldn't be met in person, and it's a backlog of just a huge series of normal cases that usually can go forward, but because of the restrictions, they couldn't go forward. So I just wanted that clarification, and he provided that, so.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion? And call roll, please.
Commissioner Twilliger?
Yes.
Geisler?
Yes.
Dorian?
Yes.
Noson?
Yes.
Snyder?
Yes.
Glazer?
Yes.
Chairman Bone?
Yes.
7 yes, 0 no, motion carries.
JD, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Committee report number 5, please.
Dated June 11th, properly addressed, ladies and gentlemen, we, your Administration Operations Committee and the Finance Committee, have reviewed the request to replace video intercom and access control equipment at the Midland County Jail. We recommend awarding the contract for this project to the low bidder, Town and Country Group of Midland, with a total project commitment of $820,543. We further recommend that $473,000 will be paid from the facilities sinking fund, and $347,543 will be paid from the county's American Rescue Plan allocation. Respectfully submitted, James Geisler, Chairperson, Scott Noson, Eric Dorian, Administration Operations Committee, Scott Noson, Chairperson, James Geisler, Jeanette Snyder, Finance Committee.
Commissioner Geisler.
Mr. Chairman, A and O Committee recommends the adoption of agenda item 46-6-21.
And Commissioner Noson?
Mr. Chairman, the Finance Committee also recommends adoption of agenda item 46-6-21.
Do we have any public comment on this item? Commissioner discussion? And call roll, please.
Commissioner Geisler?
Yes.
Dorian?
Yes.
Noson?
Yes.
Snyder?
Yes.
Glazer?
Yes.
Terwilliger?
Yes.
Chairman Bone?
Yes.
7 yes, 0 no, motion carries.
Committee report number 6, please.
Dated June 11th, 2021, properly addressed, ladies and gentlemen, we, your Finance Committee, recommend the approval of the Michigan Department of Treasury for 614, AKA L4029, 2021 tax rate request. Approval of the 2021 tax rate request form authorizes the county operating millage of 4.8955 mils to be levied in July. There will be a separate 2021 tax rate request form submitted in the fall to request levy of the remaining taxing authorities in December. Respectfully submitted, Scott Noson, Chairperson, James Geisler, Jeanette Snyder, Finance Committee.
Commissioner Noson?
Mr. Chairman, the Finance Committee recommends adoption of agenda item 42-5-21.
Do we have any public comment on this item? Please step forward and state your name and address.
Hi again, Kelly Bax, 3893 West Harsh Drive, Coleman, Michigan. My question is, as COVID relief is being doled out to all of these entities because they suffered during COVID, all of the property owners in the county have also suffered due to the COVID crisis. So I don't think it's fair to add tax burdens again to property owners in this county during the COVID crisis where you're forgiving and giving away lots of our tax-paid dollars to these other entities. I think it is a bad decision to raise any taxes on any property owners in this county at this time, due to the fact that COVID has harmed us. People are out of work. People haven't been able to do other things and activities that created money for them. They've had to spend extra money because gas prices have gone up. Because gas prices went up, foods went up, all because of the COVID. Please keep that in mind before you vote. Thank you.
Is there any other public comment? Commissioner discussion? And call roll, please.
Commissioner Dorian?
Yes.
Noson?
Yes.
Snyder?
Yes.
Glazer?
Yes.
Terwilliger?
Yes.
Geisler?
Yes.
Chairman Bone?
Yes.
7 yes, 0 no, motion carries.
Committee report number 7, please.
Dated June 11th, properly addressed, ladies and gentlemen, we, your Finance Committee, recommend approval of the request to upgrade the county's information technology data storage equipment. We recommend waiving County Policy 303.2 as it pertains to sealed bids to purchase the Dell VX Rail solution as requested by the IT GIS Director. The cost of this purchase is $189,301, with $89,000 to be paid from the IT sinking fund and $100,301 to be paid from Fund 401 Capital Improvements. Respectfully submitted, Scott Noson, Chairperson, James Geisler, Jeanette Snyder, Finance Committee.
Commissioner Noson?
Mr. Chairman, the Finance Committee recommends adoption of agenda item 48-6-21.
Do we have any public comment on this item? Commissioner discussion? And call roll, please.
Commissioner Noson,
Yes.
Snyder,
Yes.
Glazer,
Yes.
Terwilliger,
Yes.
Geisler,
Yes.
Dorian,
Yes.
Chairman Bone.
Yes.
7 yes, 0 no, motion carries.
Committee report number 8, please.
Dated June 11th, properly addressed, ladies and gentlemen, we, your Human Services Committee, recommend approval of the Administrator Controller's goals for 2021-2022 and approve using the current evaluation process tool for the evaluation in 2021. We also recommend acceptance of the Administrator Controller 2020-2021 progress report as submitted. Respectfully submitted, Eric Dorian, Chairperson, Gay Twilliger, Steve Glazer, Human Services Committee.
Commissioner Dorian?
Mr. Chairman, the Human Services Committee recommends adoption of agenda item 40-5-21.
Is there any public comment on this? State your name and address, please.
Kelly Bax, 3893 West Harsh Drive, Coleman, Michigan. My comment is, it disappoints me that you guys aren't having a discussion. When you ask for public comment, you immediately go to a vote. You don't even have a discussion. That means that I have taxation without representation. When I told you that we suffer from COVID too, there was nobody that was discussing this. We elected you. You're supposed to be working for we the people, and you're not doing your job. You didn't even have a discussion. You ignored me. What part of you guys work for us? Do you not understand? You're live right now. The people that elected you are watching this. It's going to be recorded for eternity. I'm putting it out there. I plan on running for a commission job in the future because, and I hope a lot of other people do, and get rid of you guys because you're not doing your job. You took an oath. If you don't do it, the sheriff, he's still standing there. He's elected. I can have you physically removed from your seat for breaking your oath of office. That's how the Constitution works, folks. Look it up. Do your due diligence. Start working for the
Let me tell
people. Thank
something.
you.
This public comment on this is item right here.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? And call roll, please.
Commissioner Snyder,
Yes.
Glazer,
Yes.
Terwilliger,
Yes.
Geisler,
Yes.
Dorian,
Yes.
Noson,
Yes.
Chairman Bone.
Yes.
7 yes, 0 no, motion carries.
That's it for our standing committee reports. I am not aware of any RPCs. No old business, I do not believe.
We just have one item of new business.
One item of new business. Can I get a motion to entertain that, please?
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. And will you read that item, please?
Dated June 14th, properly addressed, ladies and gentlemen, I recommend accepting the recommendation from Michigan Rehabilitation Services to reappoint Carrie Prosky to the Great Lakes Bay, Michigan Workforce Development Board. The term of this appointment is from July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2023. Respectfully submitted, Scott Noson, District Number 7, Midland County Board of Commissioners.
Commissioner Noson.
Mr. Chairman, I recommend approval of agenda item 49-6-21.
Support.
Support.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Okay, we will approve that. And we're now going to move on to commissioner comments, and we're going to start with Commissioner Snyder.
Well, thanks.
Have at it.
I have a lot. I know we
I'm
guys.
not typing it all, just so
Okay,
you know.
I'm sorry. But, so I just want everybody to know, since we are live, there's a lot of work done behind the scenes, a lot of work, reading and researching. I'm sorry. There's a lot of work done behind the scenes of reading and researching to do our jobs. And I know it looks like we go through items fairly fast here and when we vote. But this is only an hour meeting. We spend countless hours during the week to research, making our decisions, and we spend time in committees, and we do take things very seriously, and we've had friends, family, and the community seriously affected by COVID, and we do care and we do research those items. So I just wanted to make a point of that. And the drain, our new drain commissioner, so I received a letter, and it was addressed to Commissioner Snyder. If it's addressed as a commissioner, then you're receiving the letter because he's working on a drain project in your area. If you receive a letter addressed to husband and wife, Steve and Jeanette Snyder, say, then it's addressed to you for your property. So I received a drain letter, and I think you know, so he goes out and petitions, and then that's how you pay for the drain. So I was confused, like, is this a drain? But what he's doing is he's opening up more communication with us as commissioners, and so you may get drain letters on the drain projects in your area for your constituents. So I just want to make you aware. I went kind of back and forth, and he explained all that to me, so maybe that'll help. So he doesn't have to explain it to every single one of us. But that was great, good information on a drain in my area. And then I did just want to talk about in acquiring the Bottomlands. So I know there's a lot that Four Lakes does there. And just an example, there's a project on Anna Lane, and then like the Road Commission's going to do part of it, and NERCS is going to be part of it, or the NRCS, and then usually it would be like 4 lakes to pick up that other 25%. But now that it's considered a bottomland, so it's something to think about, like, that might be, is the county going to field some of those projects? It might add a lot of additional work. I know that there are delegated authorities, so I just kind of wanted to get that out there and have people thinking about that. With the transition, I don't know how that's going to work, so something to think about. And we talked during the Wixom Lake meeting. I used to work at Garland about 20 years ago, so it's kind of funny that I'm on these lake committees. And Garland is toxic to fish. And since Garland was created and used, Consumers was a big customer of Garland. It takes care of the woody brush without damaging or getting rid of the grasses and things. But since Garland was created, they created an offshoot. It's like Vestibule, or it starts with a V, and I'm not sure the correct chemical name. But it's an offshoot, and they described how the molecules go together, and it's not toxic to fish anymore. And so there was a good report on that, and I think we'll have some more reports on that. But at the Wixom Lake meeting, they were discussing the helicopters and why they're utilizing them, because they don't create the plumes that the planes create. Helicopters are very specific where they spray with the item that they're using. So I just want to make you aware of some of the things that happened in that Wixom Lake meeting. And that is all for now. I'll save the rest for later. Thanks.
you. Good comments. Commissioner Glazer,
Yes, and this includes comments from our prior meetings, so it's fair to.
you
talk-
can update anything. Yes,
All right,
you can do
so,
that.
I will try to be brief here. One of the agencies that I'm assigned to is Mid-Michigan Community Action in behalf of the board. They do a lot of good work for members of the community. A lot of it is needs-based. And one of the responsibilities that the agency has is to conduct an annual needs assessment survey. So as I've been going around to the townships, and I will have a handout I'll pass around here after so that everybody can have a copy. But if you can take time to go to www.mmcaa.org/CNA. So that would be Mid-Michigan Community Action Agency.org and Community Needs Assessment, CNA. They're taking a survey to find out, to verify or validate that, hey, we're providing essential services that are needed, or to identify gaps where there are other needs and opportunities for them to provide services. They do a lot of good work. So I'm just making a plug that they would like to hear from officials and certainly from residents. So for those folks in the audience watching here, please take some time and go out there to participate in that survey. It'll be a big help for them.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Twilliger.
Yes, very pleased to hear our health director's report on COVID currently here in Midland County at 2.2% positivity. Wonderful news to hear, 2.7 cases averaging per day, and we're at 60% vaccinated for the first dose. So it's just really, really welcome news to hear. The other thing I did want to just reiterate that a great deal, all of the detail and really hammering out so we fully understand each one of these agenda items is done in committee. And it's a historical thing. They're very well organized, and there is significant discussion that goes on, and I'm very comfortable with each one of the agenda items that we vote on at this meeting and all of our meetings. And the lion's share of all the discussion is done in committee. And that I really very much did want to clarify. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Twilliger. That is correct. Commissioner Geisler.
Yes, there will be a meeting of.
No, we're doing, right now, we're not on meetings yet, Jim. We're still doing updates.
Commissioner
or comments.
Just commissioner comments.
Comments or
Comments
updates are.
/updates, since we
updates
didn't
on
have time
meetings.
earlier.
No comment.
No comment, that works. Commissioner Dorian.
I have no comment.
Commissioner Nosen.
No comment.
I have no comment. Let's move on to commissioner meeting schedules, and we'll start with Commissioner Snyder.
Okay. Are we going up until,
12.
thank you, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Okay, so let me get situated, give y'all some extra time. So Monday, the 21st, I'll be up in Warren Township in Coleman. On the 22nd, the City of Coleman has a meeting. The 24th, the Road Commission. I hope to be at the Sanford fireworks that are not going to be held at the Sanford Lake Park for the first time on the 4th. The 7th, we have Parks and Rec and our annual picnic at Sanford Lake Park. The 8th is the Road Commission again. The 12th is the Village of Sanford. The 13th, Edenville Township and Geneva Township. 14th, Jerome Township. 17th, we have, I touched on it, Wixom Lake Improvement Board public hearing. That will be on how to utilize their weed funds up there. On the 19th, Warren Township again. I don't always go to every township meeting, but I mention them so in case I drop in. That is all for me.
Thank you. Commissioner Glazer.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow afternoon, I have at 4 o'clock, it'll be by Zoom, Substance Use Disorder Oversight Policy Board. They've not been meeting for probably the last 2 meeting opportunities. I also have Homer Township at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Thursday, the 24th, Mid-Michigan Community Action. They are offering Zoom and meeting in person. I much prefer meeting in person, so I will be participating in Farwell. That's at 4:30 in the afternoon in Farwell at their headquarters. The 29th, Tuesday at 5 o'clock, Mid-Michigan Community Mental Health of Central Michigan will be meeting. They have been meeting by Zoom. So the Finance Committee will meet at 5. The full board will meet at 6:30. So I will be participating in those meetings. On Wednesday, the 7th of July, Commissioner Snyder had reported Parks and Recreation. And then I will try to make Porter Township after that. They meet at 7 o'clock. Monday, the 12th of July, Lee Township Board. Things are settling down a little bit there. And then on the 13th, I will have Greendale Township. On the 14th, I have Jasper Township. Both of those are 7 o'clock in the evening. And I think that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Commissioner Twilliger.
Yes, for my upcoming meetings, the 16th, tomorrow, I have Community Mental Health Wraparound, and that will be a Zoom meeting. On the 17th, I have Drug Court, still a Zoom meeting. On the 21st, I have Senior Services, and we're going to be on site that day. So this is kind of an exciting thing. Still a lot of Zoom meetings, but things are continuing to open up. Then we go to the 1st of July, which again, every 2 weeks I have Drug Court. And then on 8th, I have Pinecrest. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Geisler.
Yes. On Tuesday, July 13th, A&O will meet at 2:30 in the afternoon in the first floor conference room. I also, on the 7th of July, will be meeting in Sanford on a Wednesday concerning the rail trail. That's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Dorian.
Human Services is tentatively scheduled to meet July 12th, which is Monday at 2 o'clock in, I would imagine, the first floor conference room. That's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Noson.
Yes, on June 21st at 9:45 a.m., the Northern Michigan County Association will be meeting. Looks like we will also be going to in-person, and I think we're going to be going to Roscommon to meet for that. On the 23rd, I've got the Health and Human Services and the various subcommittees starting at 8:15, going through to the Health and Service Committee at 9:30. On the 24th, the Water Asset Management Council will be meeting at 9:30. That will still be virtual. On the 28th of June, the Executive Committee of the Michigan Works Consortium will be meeting at 3:30. I will be participating in the NACO annual meeting. That will be face-to-face, and that's in Baltimore, starting on the 9th, Friday, going through Monday, the 12th. Finance will be meeting on the 13th at 1:30 p.m. And Northern Michigan will be meeting again at 9:45 on the 19th of July. And that gets us right to the 20th. That's it.
Thank you very much. Bridget, when is, I don't have my iPad with me today. I walked out the door without it.
Yeah.
MBA, when is MBA? Because besides that, I don't have anything on my calendar, but we have.
It is, I don't have one on my calendar.
I don't have it
for
either. I don't
July.
think I have no meetings to announce. I don't, I got a late week, I guess, or a late month. So that's the end of business. I take a motion to adjourn.
We
Move
got
to
to
go
make a
into
motion to go into closed
Closed
session.
session to discuss the
Yep.
Administrator Controller's annual report.
Yes.
Evaluation.
Can I get support for that, please?
Support.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Let's go into closed session.
Okay.
You gotta wait for the cameras to.
Okay, we're rolling. So take a motion to go into open session. So move.
Support.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Okay, we are back in open session, and I think we're going to have one item of new business. Is that correct? Or we don't do that now? Oh, it's next.
Damn it. Oh, sorry. I just
Take a
totally,
motion to adjourn.
So moved.
yeah, I just totally deleted the whole
All those in
meeting.
favor, please say aye.
The whole meeting?
Those opposed, the same.
Well, Kelly's got it.
This meeting is adjourned until Tuesday, July 20th, 2021 at 9 a.m. to meet in an executive session of the Board of Commissioners and for the committees to resume their duties. Everybody have a great day.
Thank you. Can you do a Control-Z? Undelete? Hey.
It is summer.